Hello friends, welcome back. We are studying Advanced Java Programming Unit First Abstract Windowing Toolkit. In the previous lectures, we have completed understanding of layout managers, flow layout, border layout, grid layout, card layout, like these concepts, and also we have completed controls. In this lecture, we are going to complete or we are going to study menu bar, menu, menu item, checkbox menu item, like these controls, like these concepts we are going to study. Whenever we have opened any application or any window, to that window, second bar is the menu bar, and we can see example before that here. See this word application, and this word application home, insert, design, animation, slideshow, preview, add-ins, like this is the menu bar which contains different menus or file open file menu. In that, number of menus are there: new, open, save as, print, like these different menus are there. And in these menus, sub menu items are there. Like this design is we are going to study in this lecture. So menu bar is the second bar of the window which is situated before the title bar. First bar is the title bar, after that second is the menu bar. And in this lecture we are going to study how to implement, how to design these menu bar in Java. Menu bars and menu. A top level window can have a menu bar associated with it. A menu bar displays a list of top level menu choices. Menu bar displays a list of top level menu choices like home, file, edit, view, help, window, like this different menu choices. Each choice is associated with a drop down menu. File menu, when we are clicking on a file menu which opens a drop down menu, and that different menu items are there. Each choice is associated with a drop down menu. This concept is implemented in Java by the following classes: menu bar, menu, menu item, and checkbox menu item. By using these four types of classes, we are going to implement menu bar, menu related concepts, and its items. In general, a menu bar contains one or more menu objects. Each menu object contains a list of menu item objects. Each menu item object represents something that can be selected by the user. Since menu is a subclass of menu item, a hierarchy of nested submenus can be created. It is also possible to include checkable menu items, and these are menu options of type checkbox menu item and will have a check mark next to them when they are selected. For creating menu bar, we first create an instance of menu bar. This class only defines the default constructor. Next, create instances of menu that will define the selections displayed on the menu bar. What are the steps we need to follow? How to create a menu on a form or frame we are displayed on the figure here. Create first menu bar object, add this menu bar object to window. Next, create the menu objects, add menu items to menu, and lastly add menu bar to applet. Like these steps you need to follow to perform these menu related operations. Following are the constructors for menu class. First constructor, menu default constructor. Second, menu string option name. Third, menu string option name boolean removable. Here option name specifies the name of the menu selection, like file, edit, view, window, help, like this menu. If removable is true, the pop-up menu can be removed and allowed to float free. Otherwise, it will remain attached to the menu bar. Removable menus are implementation independent. The first form creates an empty menu. Individual menu items are of type menu item. It defines these constructors. Menu item define these constructors. First one, menu item default constructor. Second, menu item string item name. Third, menu item string item name menu shortcut key Excel. These are the three constructors for menu item. Here menu item name is the name shown in the menu, and key Excel is the menu shortcut for this item. We can disable or enable a menu item by using the set enabled method. Its form is shown here. Void set enabled into bracket boolean enabled flag. Void set enabled into bracket boolean enabled flag. If the argument set enabled flag is true, the menu item is enabled. If false, the menu item is disabled. We can determine an item status by calling isEnabled method. This method is shown here. Boolean isEnabled. The isEnabled method returns true if the menu item on which it is called is enabled. Otherwise, it returns false. We can change the name of a menu item by calling setLabel method. We can retrieve the current name by using getLabel method. These methods are as follows. Void setLabel into bracket string new name, string getLabel method. Here new name becomes the new name of the invoking menu item. GetLabel method returns the current name. We can recreate a checkable menu item by using a subclass of menu item called checkbox menu item. It has these constructors: checkbox menu item default constructor, checkbox menu item into bracket string item name. Third constructor, checkbox menu item into bracket string item name boolean on. Here item name is the name shown in the menu. Checkable items operate as toggles. Each time one is selected, its state changes. In the first two forms, the checkable entry is unchecked. In the third form, if on is true, the checkable entry is initially checked. Otherwise, it is cleared. We can obtain the status of the checkable item by calling getState method. We can set it to a known state by using setState method. These two methods are shown here: boolean getState and void setState into bracket boolean checked. If the item is checked, getState method returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. For checking an item, pass true to set state method. To clear an atom, pass false. Once we have created a menu atom, we must add the atom to a menu object by using add method, and it has a syntax like this: menu atom add into bracket menu atom. This is the method. Here atom is the atom being added. Atoms are added to a menu in the order in which the calls to add method take place. The atom is returned once we have added all atoms to a menu object. We can add that object to the menu bar by using the version of add method like this: menu add into bracket menu. Here menu is the menu being added, the menu is returned. Menus only generate events when an atom of type menu atom or checkbox menu atom is selected. They do not generate events when a menu bar is accessed to display a drop-down menu. For example, each time a menu atom is selected, an action event object is generated. Each time a checkbox menu atom is checked or unchecked, an atom event object is generated. Thus, we must implement the action listener and atom listener interfaces in order to handle these menu events. The atom event method, getAtom method, the getAtom method of atom event returns a reference to the atom that generated this event. The general form of this method is shown here: object get atom. Like this you can take the object. Here following is an example that adds a series of nested menus to a pop-up window. The atom selected is displayed in the window. The state of the two checkbox menu atoms is also displayed. Output of this example like this: in a applet window we have created another one window, frame window, and to that frame window we have added a menu bar, and that menu bar contains two menus: file menu, edit menu, and in that sub atoms are there, menu atoms, edit, cut, copy, paste. In a special menu we have also sub nested. Nesting of the menus we have done. Like this example is there. See this example, how we can write the code for this example. For this menu demo, first we need to import some packages. Import java.awt.star semicolon, import java.applet.star semicolon. In this we have not handled any events, so we have not taken the awt.event.star package. Start multi-line comment, start the applet tag, applet code equal to menu demo, width equal to 550, height equal to 450. Close this tag, close the applet tag, close the multi-line comment. Next, start the class menu frame extends frame, where we are subclassed from frame. Menu frame is a subclass of frame class, so we have created like this: class menu frame extends frame. Open this class, initialize one variable string msg equal to null, checkbox menu atom, its two objects debug comma test. These are the two objects of checkbox menu atom. Next, constructor for this class menu frame, we have passed a string title parameter. Open this constructor, call the title super title. What are the title we are passing in the next constructor? Whenever we are calling, that title is passed here, super title. Next, create menu bar and add it to a frame. How we can create that? Like this, menu bar class menu bar, its object m bar equal to new menu bar, which creates the m bar object. Next, by using frames set menu bar method, we can add this bar to frame. Like this, set menu bar into bracket m bar bracket complete semicolon. Like this way you can add the menu bar to the frame. Next, create some items. Create the menu items. First menu item you have created file, menu file equal to new menu into bracket, caption for that menu is the file, F capital. Next, for this menu we have created some items, menu item, item 1, item 2, comma item 3, comma item 4, comma item 5. Like this menu items we have created. Next, add these items to a file menu, and that is like this, file dot, file is the object of menu, file dot add into bracket item 1 equal to new menu item new, double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next, file dot add into bracket item 2 equal to new menu item into bracket open, double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next, file dot add into bracket item 3 equal to new menu item into bracket close. Next, file dot add item 4 equal to new menu item dash hyphen, that is a separator that can act as a separate menu separator. Next, file dot add item 5 equal to new menu item quit. Like this sub menu items, menu items we have created and added to the menu file. Next, m bar, that is our menu bar, m bar dot add into bracket file. For menu bar we have added the menu file menu, and that is done by using like this code, m bar dot add file. Next menu, another one menu we have taken here, menu edit equal to new menu into bracket edit bracket complete semicolon. This is the edit menu. Now for this edit menu, some menu items we have taken, menu item item 6 comma item 7 comma item 8 comma item 9, like this. Next, add these items to a edit menu, and that is done by using like this, edit dot add into bracket item 6 equal to new menu item into bracket cut, double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next, edit dot add into bracket item 7 equal to new menu item into bracket double quotation copy, double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next, add into bracket edit dot add into bracket item 8 equal to new menu item into bracket double quotation paste, double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next, edit dot add into bracket item 9 equal to new menu item into bracket double quotation hyphen double quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. This is a separator. Next, menu sub, we have created a one sub menu sub equal to new menu, and that's title for sub menu is the special. Next, for sub menu we are going to add some items so that we can create a menu item item 10, item 11, item 12. Now sub dot add item 10 equal to new menu item first, sub dot add into bracket item 11 equal to new menu item into bracket second, sub dot add item 12 equal to new menu item third. Like this you can add the sub menu items. And edit dot add sub, edit is also a menu. In that menu we are adding the sub menu, so sub is also our menu, and that sub menu nesting of the menus we are doing like this, edit dot add into bracket sub. Now you can, these are checkable menu items. Next line, debug, already we have created declared that debug equal to new checkbox menu item debug, and edit dot add debug, after sub edit debug is added. Test equal to new checkbox menu item into bracket testing semicolon. Next, edit dot add into bracket test, bracket complete. Now this edit we are adding to the bar, menu bar, and that is we are doing like this, m bar dot add into bracket edit, close the frame constructor, close the class. This way we can do the programming in frame. Next, public class menu demo extends applet. Open this class, declare the object for frame f semicolon public void init, this is the init method. Open this method, f equal to new menu frame, which is the class already we have created, that's instance we are, that constructor we calling here, f equal to new menu frame, and in the title we are passing menu demo, and this menu demo goes into the super title. Next, whenever we are doing a frame programming, that frame we need to visible, become visible by passing the true parameter, and that is we are doing like this, f dot set visible true, which visibles the frame window. Next, int integer width equal to integer dot parse int get parameter width. What is the parameter we are passed in applet tag, that width value is taken into the width parameter, integer width. Same way height, integer height equal to integer dot parse int get parameter into bracket height. Next, for this frame window we are setting the size by using this syntax, set size equal to width comma height. Set size method sets the frames size, set size into bracket width comma height. Here f dot set size into bracket width comma height, like this way. Next, close the init method, start the public void start method. In this start method we need pass f dot set, which call the f dot set visible true. Next, lifecycle method of applet public void stop. In this we are calling the f dot set visible false. When applet stops, frame window will be closed. Close the stop, close the class. Like this way you can perform the programming for the menus. Directly we cannot set the menu bar to the applet window, because already applet has its own menu bar. Okay, only set menu bar method is available to the frame window, so that we need to use the frame here, frame programming. Now go through the command prompt. javac menu demo.java. Compilation is okay. Now execute this applet viewer space menu demo.java. Okay, see here, within a applet window we have generated a frame window. These are the two windows, applet window and frame window. Okay, next here one bar is added, that is menu bar, and here two menus we have added: file menu, in that open, new, open, close, separator and quit, like these menus, and edit menu, cut, copy, paste. After that one separator, special menu we have taken sub menu, and in that sub menu items first, second, third, and after that debug, testing, and these are the checkbox menu items. So whenever clicking on this, here checkbox is activated, here check mark is shown. Whenever clicking on this, check mark is shown, here check marks are there. These are the checkbox menu items. Like this you can perform the menu related programming, menu related task. This is your example for the menu. All of you understood this? If any query, directly contact me or WhatsApp or email like this. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you once again. Thank you.